All right, so we have this rectangle here that is symmetric about the origin, and the thing that's missing is we don't know how big it is. We don't have any dimension lines. So that's what we need to do next. And in order to do that, we need to use the dimension feature, which is located in the constraint section. So let's go ahead and left click on dimension, and then let's start with the top edge. Let's left click on this and um, left click again, and we want, in this case, we want to add we want our edges to be 49 millimeters. So I'll type in 49. As you can see, it was 33 millimeters, so this is going to be slightly bigger, and I don't have to type any units afterwards. By default, the numbers you type in are in millimeters, as you can see here. Now, if you want to make it centimeters, you would have to type in cm or meters or m, or you can just multiply by power of 10 and add the appropriate number of zeros for the units that you want. So go ahead and click the green check mark, and so it makes it a little bit bigger. Now, depending on the size of your rectangle that you drew, you might have a rectangle that it got really big or got really small. But just let me point out some, like the zoom features really quick. On your mouse, if you scroll the wheel forward, you can zoom out, or if you scroll it towards you, you can zoom in. And as you zoom in, sometimes it tends to get off centered. Or you can go over here to this cube here, which should be flat, and whatever face is towards you, just left click on it and it will center that, so that way you can see everything. Right? So we're still in the dimension function here, so we're going to go ahead and left click the left edge of our rectangle, drag this all to the edge, left click again, type in 49, click the green check mark. Now we have a perfectly 49 by 49 millimeter square here. We're still in the dimension feature, so to get out of it, remember you right click and then look for the green skinny check mark that is next to OK. And so now I'm out of it. And so at this point, I haven't saved any of my work. So if something was to happen to the computer, if it was to crash or anything, then I would have to start all over. We are still in the sketch mode. As you can see, the green tab, whatever mode you're in, that tab is highlighted in green. You cannot save in sketch mode in Inventor. So in order to save your work, you have to be out of the sketch mode or in the like in the 3D model mode. So see, if I try to click save, it's going to give me a prompt that you cannot save your part in sketch mode. So would you like to finish the sketch and then continue saving? So just click cancel here. So we'll finish the sketch the traditional way, which is at the top at your ribbon on the far right, you see where it says finish sketch. Go ahead and left click that. All right. And if you can't see, like if your square kind of again moves off the screen, you can click this front or click the face that's facing you, and then it'll center it here. And then now you notice that our ribbon has changed. We're in the 3D model tab here, okay? And you can save when you're in 3D mode. And what if your computer hasn't prompted you to, mine hasn't because I've been drawing other parts, but we're going to go save this, save as, and we'll save this as Capback. I already have another one here, but just type in Capback, and that's what we're going to call this part. Yes, I want to replace this. Okay. All right, and then mine has switched to this home mode here, this orthographic view. And you can get this view here by if you click the little house model here, and I'll explain more of this cube here in this little house icon in a later video. But for now, just make sure you've saved your work and you have a square that is 49 by 49 millimeters. And now we're ready to move on to start using the 3D model features.